Hi, welcome to Myers ASMR. How are you feeling? Are you relaxed? Relax. Relax. Hey, start out with easy things. Start out with easy things. Like this little snackety snack of a dinner right here. It's just kale, baby. It's just kale. And some Popeyes biscuits. I love these so much. It's been a while since I've had some, so let's dig in. Let me taste my kale first. I haven't even tried it, I just made it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I just tossed it with a little bit of soy sauce, olive oil, a little salt and pepper. That is fabulous. Wow. So good. I didn't overcook it either, so it's just slightly hard. It's not all soft. Oh my gosh. These smell amazing. I just got 2 of them. No need to overdo it, right? I had to stop myself from eating them on the way home. These are so good. Sometimes they give you jelly packets. I've never felt the need to put anything on them. They're just perfect. These must have been freshly made because they are just perfect. So what's good on Netflix? What are you watching? Always have a bunch of things in rotation. I watch a lot of the older stuff, like Royal Pains, New Amsterdam, Selling Tampa, Buying New York. too healthy for some people. Like, oh my God, she's eating greens. Let me tell you, it's all about that flavor. You season this right, you can get just as much joy eating this as you would from eating a hot dog. I kid you not. This is the real one. I had an aunt from the South. She used to make biscuits from scratch. And hers tasted kind of like these. Yes, they did. My dad was serious about his biscuits all his life, but he just heated up the ones from the can. Hey, those worked. Every night at dinner, my dad had to have his biscuits. Had to. He was a man of habit. Every morning he would have 2 links of sausage, toast or waffles, and some orange juice. Every single morning for decades. I'm like that with my smoothies. This hit the spot. Somebody suggested that I use a plastic spoon for these videos, and I'm so glad they made that suggestion. mic was picking up so well. Some people find all the smacking off-putting. I'm going to try to minimize that part. I just have this thing about getting that food from off my gums. Because it's uncomfortable. Well, it's that time in the video where I get to have fun for a second time with the help of my people skills book. So let's see where we are. We're on the listening is more than merely hearing chapter. Listening is more than merely hearing. And this section is called Minimal Encourages. Many people, in their effort to stay out of the speaker's way, lapse into non-participation. Simple responses that encourage the speaker to tell his story in his way, yet keep the listener active in the process, are called minimal encourages. Minimal encourages are brief indicators to other persons that you are with them. The word minimal refers to the amount the listener says, which is very little, and to the amount of direction given to the conversation, which is also very little. The word encourages is used because these words and phrases aid the speaker to continue speaking. Just a few words can let the other know you are listening without interrupting the flow of talk or breaking the mood. Minimal encourages will be sprinkled throughout a conversation. In the early stages of an interaction, they may be used more frequently to help the conversation gain momentum. The simple is probably the most frequently used of the minimal encourages. That brief phrase can suggest, "Please continue, I'm listening and I understand." There are many brief responses that the listener can use, such as, "Tell me more," "You betcha," "Yes," "Oh." For instance, "Really? Gosh. I see. Right? And go on. Then, sure. Darn. So, I hear you. You undoubtedly have your own favorites. Repeating one or two of the speaker's key words or the last word or two of the speaker's statement also constitutes minimal encourages. When the speaker says, "I can't figure out what to do, I guess I'm just confused," the listener may respond, "Confused." A skilled listener can communicate much empathy through voice and facial expressions, even when only one or two words are said. I watched a film of one of America's leading therapists listening to a woman tell how furious she was at things her mother had done to her. Her empathic "you betcha" seemed to give her the feeling, "He understands how angry I am, and he still accepts me. When one of our children told my wife of a big disappointment at school, Dot simply said, "Darn," but her tone of voice, facial expression, and other nonverbals made it a very feeling-full response. Minimal encourages do not imply either agreement or disagreement with what the speaker said. Rather, they let the other know he has heard and that the listener will try to follow his meaning if the speaker chooses to continue. Thus, when I respond to a speaker with "right," it does not mean that I agree with the speaker. Rather, it means "yes, I hear what you're saying. Go on." This kind of response has often been parodied. We hear tales of the psychiatrist who says nothing but for 50 minutes and at the end of the session says, "That will be $50, please." Obviously, these expressions can be overdone or used, mechanically. However, when sensitively orchestrated with a variety of other responses, they assist the speaker's self-exploration. Well, think on these things. Hey, remember to do the easy things first. Start with what's easy. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe. Donate to the cause. Catch me in the next video. And may you find lasting happiness.